Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have the brand new cafe. This is series 4. I can't even keep track. Yeah, series 4. These are the new ones. Let's see what's inside. Alright, so we did get a mat that says snack time. We have a checklist. This one has all sorts of cool ones. There's some Boba and Rice Krispie treats. There's this watermelon slushy thing that looks fun. I'm excited. There's some good stuff in there. Let's see what our first clue is. Oh, is this the Tanghulu? Is that how you say it? That stuff looks amazing. So there's little faces on here. Then, yeah, that has to be that. This is the box where they stick up in there. So they're on display. Oh, that's cute. All of the fruit that you get to put on the skewers. Grapes, oranges, and strawberries. We have our tweezers at the top for our container. These must be the skewers. Looks like we have 4 in there, but it holds 3, so let's see if we have enough to make 4. I think we do. And our resin, which says liquid sugar, and they did give us a nozzle, so that's awesome. So here's the recipe card of what it's going to look like. They did different varieties of the fruit. On the back, it shows a particular pattern. So I'll probably do one exactly like this to see how it looks. I'm not sure I'll mash it up too much, but then you just add the liquid and cure it. This one's really easy. So let's look at the sticks. Get those out of there. They have them taped down pretty good. And if my left hand looks weird on camera, it is. It's stained or temporarily dyed pink because I was filming bath bomb videos. Let me see here. So they did strawberry on bottom. So we'll put that in first. The stick kind of feels like a piece of pasta and not very easy to push through there. Wonder if it's just that one. Since this one's going to be at the end, why don't I try to put it at the end? That way I don't have to squish it through the whole thing. Gosh, that's hard. Let me try a different one. That's not the easiest, and now I'm bending the pole. Wonder if some of these, like this one looks like it has a wider, but not the tip of the strawberry. Let me try a twisting kind of motion, or maybe I should just stick this through there first, my toothpick. Because the spears, or whatever you want to call them, they are bendable. So they're not super sturdy. That's not really working. I did successfully get one on there. That was probably more difficult than it should have been. Hopefully the rest of the fruit is not like that, because we're not off to the best of starts. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot easier. So they did strawberry, orange. Yikes, another strawberry. It doesn't even show a grape on there, the one that they did as like a diagram for the instructions. Oh, see, that one's easier. Let's do a grape. And then I'll do another orange, and then one of the characters probably. The oranges pretty nicely go with it there. Let's dump these out. Probably do a white one. That's cute. And it should be pretty close to the top like that, so it looks like there's just a tiny bit that it could stand up in there. I kind of laid out the pattern of how I think I might want it to go. So some of them have 5, some of them have 6. I did do this other one on the side because I'm not sure if there's supposed to be more of the stick or not. But I think it looks okay. This one perhaps has too much. It's probably more like 5, which is better depending on which ones you use. And you can see how much of the stick is left. So I could definitely slide a strawberry off. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna put these together and then see what I think of it. And it is still a little tricky to put these through there. Kind of have to go slow so you don't start to bend it. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't like hold on to it with my teeth, which you should not do, but did I do it? You betcha. Once you kind of get it going on there, it's easier. But then now I slid that down too far. So you want to leave at least a gap to hold it. And I know I've seen these like on TikTok and stuff, and a lot of times they're just all grapes or all strawberries. So I contemplated doing one like that, but I don't know. I think a variety also looks good. So I will struggle to put the rest of these on there, and then I'll show you what they look like before we put resin on them. I'll definitely have to cure one at a time. So though this is a really simple one, it's probably going to take longer than some of them because of this. It takes so long to put them on the skewers and then to cure them. This is how I decided to do it. I do have lots of fruit left. This one doesn't have much of a gap, but these kind of do, which I guess is fine because you can only put a couple in the holder anyways, and that's plenty of room. But I just decided to do a variety on each of them. And then this one doesn't have any oranges. I don't know, I think they're cute. Probably doesn't matter all too much, but let's go ahead and cure them one at a time. Chosen this one to do first. I did see that some people use the basting brush from the ribs to help smear this around. And I kind of forgot about it until I started doing this. So I'm just going to use a toothpick, same thing, and just kind of brush it around. I guess you can always do like extra layers of this if you want to or need to. I think that would be fine. And unfortunately, it's very low UV today, so this would be super easy just to go outside and kind of hold up and let the sun zap it, but no, it's winter, so I will be using my flashlight. I think this looks good if you just use a toothpick. And it does run pretty easily, so just kind of smear it around, make sure everything's glossed over. And like I said, don't fret too much. I'm sure you can do a couple layers if you want. If you want to make it real thick, because some of these spots don't really have much. This is cute. Let's go ahead and zap it. I think I just got some on my thumb. And I'll link this flashlight below. This is the newer one for the newer resin. I think the other one still works, it just might take a little bit longer. Just make sure when you're doing this, your bottle is out of sight, because obviously it will cure it. And you can kind of see the spots that I missed that I'll go back and do. I zapped that for maybe 30 seconds and it's dry to the touch. It's not sticky or anything. So I'm just going to go add it to the spots where I think it needs it and then cure it again. Just add like a little drop on there, maybe some at the bottom. And then you can always go ahead and set it outside. Even though it's a low UV, it will eventually get everything. I found the why I always use the sunlight, I just think it's better. Just more efficient way of doing it, because when I was going through my daughter's room, you know, she kind of throws them together in this little case she has, and one of them leaked. This has happened a few times. Leaked everywhere, and I couldn't figure out which one it was. I'm pretty sure it was one of the Master Chef ones, the ramen ones, which would make sense because that bowl was not opaque or see-through, so the resin that's way underneath at the bottom isn't really getting cured, and those are the ones you have to worry about, not so much this guy. But yeah, so I always like to put it outside for way longer than they suggest. If they say 10 minutes, I easily double it because it's easy to do. It's not a hassle for me. So I'm just going to take my time and kind of go over this one a few times, and then I'll be back to show you an up close of what it looks like. Here's what it looks like cured. I think that turned out pretty good. Of course, you can make it thicker if you want, but it definitely has like the glossy candy shell look to it. So awesome. If you've actually had Tanghulu, let me know. I saw videos of an easy way to make it, but I have not tried it at home. It does look delicious, and I do plan on going to Japan someday, so hopefully I will get to try it. Because the crunch, and it just looks so satisfying to eat. So I don't know if you want to see me do all 4 of these. It's kind of the same thing over and over again. So I'll probably just cut out and maybe come back when I'm done so that you can see the final product. Okay, here are the 3 that I have done so far. I have 1 more to do. Kind of what I've been doing is essentially 1/2 at a time. So I start with the side with the face. I just make a line of clear resin. Don't put too much on because it's a very runny resin, because it's supposed to be. And you'll see it'll start running like down the sides if you hold it one direction. And just kind of use a toothpick to brush it back and forth. And then when you cure it, I've kind of been slowly rotating it in hopes that it doesn't all like run or pour to one specific side. So I'm going to go ahead and start curing this one, and then when it's done, I'll flip it and do the exact same thing to the other side, cure it, and then fill in any spots that don't look wet.
It's so cute.
It is very cute. Here is the finished product. I think this is super cute and a little time consuming, but not difficult, so that's good. Yeah, I like that they gave you extra fruits, and you could come up with all sorts of combinations of your choosing. Out of 10, and for this series, I think you give it like an 8. I really like it. And this is the first one.
Out of 10.
You give it a 10?
I mean a 100 out of 100.
Ooh.
No, billion out of 10.
Okay.
I would choose a billion.
We do have several more of these, and some of the, what is it called? The ones that don't have resin. From scratch, that's what it's called. So we will be doing probably alternating cafe and made from scratch. So if you're interested, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.